Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? I haven't uploaded in, a little while for my channel where I upload pretty consistently, and I wanted to just upload a video. I am just going to be talking, so for those of you who are not interested in the update, I'm sorry about that. But you might be wondering where I've been, and basically I've been unwell. There's also other stuff that's been going on, like my brother's over. He's been away from New Zealand forever, basically, and he's back, so I've been hanging out with him. But I've been unwell, and last time that I was sick, my in terms of like a head cold and feeling groggy and horrible, like I have a pretty good immune system, I guess, because I recovered really quickly. But what ended up happening is like the irritable, sort of coughiness in my throat, it just lingered around forever. Because as it turns out, when you're unwell, it's pretty bad to just keep on talking and recording like this, because it continues to be sort of irritable and raw and unwell. And that's what happened last time, is I felt perfectly fine, but my throat was just bothering me forever. So I thought that I've been really lucky in the sense that I don't really have all that much content to make anyway, because I'm waiting on the next expansion, the Cradle of Civilization or whatever it's called. So I've just been not doing anything in regards to this subject, and trying to give my throat a rest, and I'm hoping that when the expansion comes out, I'm going to be good to go and get back into things. I just wanted to say that my last month has been the best month on my channel by far. In fact, in terms of views and things, it's been twice as productive as my next most productive month, if that makes sense. I'm just absolutely overwhelmed with that, and thank you guys so much. Well over 10k subs now, and I really hope things continue into the future. But I do have a sort of announcement to make, and I'm really not that hyped about it at all, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts, and I'm serious about that. Your feedback. I know that people who watch this are going to be a little bit more, who'd continue watching while I just drone on, are going to be a little bit more into the channel as opposed to just one particular video or whatever. And yeah, basically I set up a Patreon. Now I only just really did a sort of cursory setup. I set everything up, made an account, etc. But I'm interested in you guys' thoughts. Here's the deal, guys. For those of you who don't know, I used to stream. And I used to stream just because it was fun and like it was different. But my internet was really bad. It still is really bad. And if you're wondering why I don't stream now, it is because my internet speed continues to be bad, and I actually prefer doing YouTube. It seems more productive use of my time, and I'm getting some nice growth. But it is really one or the other, because I'm worried my throat's going to get scratchy. Drinking out of a giant jug of water bottle thing. My VODs from my Twitch stream just look terrible. They're not worth preserving. A lot of people who used to watch my stream, they would not exactly be into the quality. They'd be into doing something else while they watch on a second monitor, almost like a radio, I suppose. A lot of people would watch on a smaller device like an iPhone or a tablet or something, and it makes things look better when it's such low res, because it's so compacted together, if that makes sense. I can't stream, like seriously guys, unless I get better internet, and that is really my ambition. Because of how well things have been going, I've decided that I want to go all in on this. My plan is to, even if it means downgrading, my quote-unquote career. I don't have a good career as a chef, guys. It's very difficult, it turns out, in New Zealand. But I even plan to downgrade my job for the reason that it's going to be less. Even if I work just any old job for minimum wage, the benefit of that will be that it will be not so stressful, not so much baggage to bring home, just get in, get out. And I've decided that I want to go all in on this, because it is getting to a stage where YouTube will supplement my income to where I want to move somewhere. I will probably end up getting another job to be able to, afford, because I can't do this full time. but for the sake of convenience, because I'm going to be moving elsewhere, in order to be in an area where I've access to really good internet. And I talked about streaming in the past because I used to basically receive donations. And you might think, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, listen, somebody donated $100 once. And keep in mind, my channel was very small, and I can't explain to you how much that means to me. Like, I really appreciate it. It's like, wow, it's incredible. But there's a imbalance between how much I appreciate that and how much $100 actually impacts my life. Does that make sense? As somebody who's been working since like the age of 15, keep in mind currency is always different, guys. Like here in New Zealand, it's certainly not €100 is what I'm going to try to say, not even close. But yeah, in New Zealand here, like even with a non-high paying job, you're going to make like near $100 every day working just some crappy job, which I've been doing since I was about 15 years old. So the point is that in terms of having a career or something like that, it's nothing. It's absolutely insignificant. It's not even a blip on the radar, but it doesn't take away from how much I appreciate it. And for that reason, I actually felt really uncomfortable with donations. I ended up kind of turning them off because I don't want to have a small community of like 50 people watching me, and you're giving me enough money to kind of survive. That really doesn't feel right with me. And I think that's one of the benefits of Patreon, is that from an individual's point of view, you're only giving me a small amount of money over a long period of time. And although that's basically what this video is, if you have not figured it out, guys, is I'm basically shilling for money, I suppose, shilling out and announcing my Patreon, where the link will be down below. But the reason, principles are really important to me, and like the concept of selling out is really important to me. And the reason that I feel like this is fine, whereas donations are not, is because I know from an individual point of view, the most you're going to be able to give me is not a tremendous amount. And I just want to make it aware to those of you who like can't afford or don't want to contribute any money, which of course is going to be the majority of you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You're under absolutely no obligation. And I just being here and being involved is more than enough. The reason that I have set it up is because there has been numerous people who have basically suggested I should do it, and they want to give me money. And that is what it is there for, is for those of you who do want to contribute. And I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, if you think about like being a streamer or something, guys, there's another issue to that, where like I could like set up a stream or whatever, right? And I get like $1,000 in donations, and I'm like, yeah, sweet, this is sick, I'm a streamer now. And then you adjust your lifestyle, right? Like I move somewhere, I have to pay all sorts of things, the rent, the bills, and then people stop donating. And you're like, give me your money, please, right? Patreon is a little bit more reliable in that sense, I think, to where somebody who decides, okay, I'm going to give $1 every month, most likely is not next month going to decide, no, I'm just not going to do that, actually, right? So it's a little bit less volatile and a little bit more reliable, in the sense that if I build some up, then you can work that into your kind of equation, your financial situation, a little bit better. Even if it's less, at least it's a little bit more reliable. There are definitely some downsides that I've thought about with Patreon, and one includes the fact that everybody and their mum seems to be setting up a Patreon. Like, I mean, the amount of bigger YouTubers who have huge prosperous careers or whatever is not that many, but the amount of people at my kind of range of like 10,000 subs, I mean, there's too many to count, isn't there? And I'd say that most of them have like a Patreon, let alone all the people above that. Yeah, I've thought about it. It seems a bit weird that, at what point, even if you guys appreciate my content or whatever, it's not exactly really productive. And it does seem a little bit weird, people relying on Patreon who yeah, rely on people who actually go out and work a real job to contribute. But, you know, I'm a little bit, sometimes I overthink things, and people have requested it, so there it is. And what I did want to get feedback on is, as soon as I made a Patreon thing on the website, it's talking about, like, people get up to 40% more patrons for giving, you know, these rewards and so on, the concept of Patreon. And I'm actually not that into the concept. It's a bit of a weird one because, like I said, you might think I'm trying to be coy or something, or trying to signal how good of a person I am, but it's not the case. I actually mean what I said earlier. And it seems a bit weird to be like, you know, I want those of you who want to donate to help me out because you can afford it and it's something that you want to do. Like, you're looking for good entertainment in the future or something like that. But then giving you guys incentives to give me money seems a little bit counter to that. Like, hey guys, give me money because, like, exclusive special content or whatever. I'm definitely interested in your guys' feedback or thoughts, whether maybe down the line there will be stuff that I don't really think is, like, worth putting on the channel. Like, it might be sort of alienating the people who want to watch my content, but at the same time, there might be those of you who really, some people are interested, right? Like, some people are bored while they're at work or something, but they are able to watch things online, that kind of thing, and maybe they're trying to learn and they would like to watch that stuff. Maybe there is room for, like, putting stuff up there for patrons or something, which, like, again, because I don't think it's, like, sort of better tier stuff that should be on my channel. But that's about it, guys. I just want you to know that I'm still alive. I'm going to still be making content. I'm really looking forward to the next expansion. I have to wrap this up because I'm going to, irritate my throat. There's going to be a link down below for my Patreon. You can do $1, $2, or $5 a month. I think everything's set up. And again, just thank everybody. Thank you guys for watching, etc. Only give me money if you want to give me money. Just keep in mind that I'm going to put it to good use. It's going to go towards actually setting myself up to where I can really give back in this format. Like, that, this is all that I want to do, is really entertain full time. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in another video.